once again, we're live and you're off camera doing stuff. Your timing is
Yeah.
impeccable.
Well, you got to start the
Impeccable.
YouTube live, and I got to start the Instagram
That's true.
live, and so
Actually, what I have to do with
you just combine them both.
you know what I have to do with YouTube Live right now?
Restart it.
No, adjust the camera angle.
Oh no.
It was just a little too high. There we
Okay,
go.
so now we're adjusted.
Yeah,
Now we just watched
it's
another
professional.
Disney Plus original.
We
This
have.
time we watched High School Musical, the series.
This is true.
Now, this I had no idea what to expect. I was just like, I liked High School Musical.
Never saw it.
Obviously, it came out when I was in high school, so obviously a must watch, and it's still pretty big with like younger adults, like high schoolers, middle schoolers. They still like it.
Okay.
Now, this one I was expecting it to just be another musical like style thing, but instead, this one takes place at the high school that it was filmed at. So they
Yeah.
basically it's like a mockumentary, basically. So it takes
Honestly,
place.
because I've never seen High School Musical. To be fair, I'm not really generally a fan of musicals. There's been two musicals I've ever really gotten into, and that's one we reviewed. I talked about this with you, Gallivant,
Classic.
because it's more. I mean, it is a musical, but the songs like
It's just a joke.
it's just
and it makes
yeah,
fun of musicals the
it
whole time.
it
which
really
great.
is. And then the other one is just My Fair Lady, simply because Audrey Hepburn's in it. So
Yeah.
but really not generally a fan of musicals. So I was like, I
Yeah.
told you, I was like, all right, I know I'm gonna have to watch a musical at some point today. Let's get it out of the way. And you're right, it's not so much a musical. It's almost in a way, like you said, it kind of like a mockumentary
Yeah,
to a
it's
certain
like a
degree.
mockumentary, and it's kind of like The Office and Glee meets High School Musical. Now, the stage that they set is that it takes place at East High
Yeah.
and East Ridge High, or I can't remember it right now. And it's actually the place where High School Musical was filmed. The actual like it was like this is the high school that it was filmed at, but you guys have never actually done High School Musical the musical. So the new drama teacher wants to do High School Musical the
Yeah.
musical at the place where it was filmed, and that's where it kind of like goes
She's
on.
my favorite bit.
Yeah,
She's my favorite
good.
character. She's so
Yeah, she's really fun. And
yeah.
I thought the other characters were all right.
Uh-huh.
They're a couple of the side characters I think are more fun than the main characters. I feel like the main characters are a little bland.
Yeah.
There's not a ton going on yet as far as the first episode. Their character arcs are all right. Their acting is all right, but some of the side characters I enjoyed.
But for kids, especially high school, middle school age range, it's I mean, you got nothing to worry about with stuff in the show for them to
No, it's
watch.
just yeah,
And
just like
it's
High
it's
School Musical.
pretty I mean, I would say, okay, as a get off my lawn moment, the shaky camera work, which they went for this shaky camera work really I mean, there were a few times it was bad. I mean, it was like really this kind of crap going on, and
Yeah.
it was bad for me to where I like closed my eyes a couple times just because it was just almost nauseating in terms of
Yeah,
the
I get that.
the motion. But the content itself, fine for kids, and I think that most middle schooler and especially high school age will be able to relate to a certain degree to the drama of well, the failed romances slash wanting to have them not be a failed romance
Yeah,
anymore.
awkward
Yeah, all
situation.
that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So it's fun for kids. I'd say probably 4 scoops. I give it 4 scoops. If they don't like musicals, they're not going to be interested in it anyways, so they're not going to watch it. But if they like musicals, um,
Yeah,
you don't even really have to like musicals. Like again, there's not that
it's
much
not
singing.
it's based off of, people who are trying out for a musical.
Yeah, and
So
so that's where
it's
some of
not High
the
School Musical. They're not gonna break out in song and dance just
maybe
because.
4 minutes, 5 of the 38 minutes was actually singing.
Yeah, but on that point, it's because they're actually auditioning
Uh-huh.
and stuff. So it's not like a musical where you're like, this
Yeah.
isn't realistic. Now, as far as like any drama kids out there, you'll probably like it a bit just because there's
Mm.
some like drama stuff that goes on where you're like, oh yeah, auditioning, or yeah, I was never the lead in something, so it always sucked. Like never being
Yeah.
the lead, or the
Never the
drama
lead, always
teacher.
the
Yeah, the
understudy.
drama teacher always has their favorites, that kind of thing. So there are those elements in it, but still, I'd give it like a 3.5 for like younger adults, for like middle schoolers and high schoolers. I didn't think it was great.
Yeah.
I thought there could have been more story or acting, and I thought it was a little bland. but it was all right. And for
It
adults,
might build. It might
yeah,
build,
for adults,
but
it made me
the
laugh. It made me laugh a lot of times, and I'll give it that. But it wasn't super interesting, so I'll give it a 3 cups of coffee for
yeah,
adults.
I would
Not
say
not much. It's like three that you could just kind of sit through it. You'll have moments and you'll laugh, and as long as you don't stare at it too long, it won't give
it's
you motion
honestly
sickness.
it would be if you're going to view it, it might be a 2.5. If you're not going to view it and just listen to it, you might have a 3 because again, if you're not viewing it, you're not having to deal with that shaky camera work that
Yeah,
they
that's
went
fair.
overboard with. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of the things that we've watched so far. I would rather watch The Mandalorian or Marvel's, Hero Project before I would watch this.
Yeah.
I'm not really into the whole high school story mode. This is definitely geared, obviously not towards grown-ups. This is geared towards junior high, high school, and that's
I feel like
fine.
it's also geared towards grown-ups who grew up with High School Musical. So this episode is
Yeah,
geared towards
okay,
me
I could
because
see
I grew
that.
up with that, and it's like nostalgia.
Yeah, I get that.
Nostalgia plays a huge part in today's
Oh, sure.
media. Now, I was expecting more because I actually am a fan of High School Musical, and I liked it, and I
Yeah.
know a lot of the songs and stuff like that, some of the dance, and I wanted more. I just wanted more. I was a bit let down, and maybe the series would be better, but the series, their first episode, didn't wow me enough that I want to continue, and that's saying something. For
Yeah.
someone who actually already liked it, it didn't get me enough.
Yeah. Well, and as somebody who never has seen High School Musical, and so I didn't obviously grow up with it, never seen it. I had no, so I'm sure that some of the jokes probably went over my head and by me,
Yes.
just simply because I'm not familiar with the source material. I mean, I'm giving it a slightly better rating than you are, so it might actually be better for people who haven't seen High School Musical, who don't have those
Yeah,
expectations
that's
going
fair.
in. It's like, okay, again, that's why I kind of went with that. It's not even so much geared for grown-ups, more so towards it's that young adult entertainment,
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's Disney's Disney's birth was having to do with
Oh,
child.
completely.
Oh
All those
yeah.
shows, like
Yeah.
growing up, I watched a ton of those shows
Sure.
because they are good at making shows that
And
kids want to
this
watch.
is right in that vein. Right
Yeah.
in that vein.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so that's a decent rating. I'm not going to really give spoilers because it's just one of those shows.
yeah.
Watch or not. I don't
Yeah.
think there's a ton of discussion about it.
No, we can't really spoil a whole lot. There's only one episode we got to watch anyways, because Disney's,
Yeah,
they're,
they're not
they're in
allowing
full
us to
blown war
binge it.
against binging. They're like, we
Yeah.
will not allow binging of the new stuff.
No.
You can binge all the old movies you want, and I will,
Yeah.
but you can't binge the new stuff.
Okay, so the series is High School Musical, the musical, the series, and the
Hmm.
first episode is High School Musical, the series, the auditions. And yeah, go ahead and watch it.
Hon-
The title alone,
Honestly,
some of the stuff is good, and it makes
initially,
you laugh.
yeah,
But
but well, before we
you
started,
want
I
more.
was like, remember before we started, I was like, this is the High School Musical, the series. I'm like, they could probably take out the musical part, but once you watch it, you get the whole
Yeah,
joke behind that title. So now that's why the title I tapped into YouTube and that I'll put into the podcast is High School Musical, the series. I'm typing it all out because I appreciate the joke.
yeah.
Well done. But
Okay,
I've got nothing else to review on it. Pretty
me neither.
straightforward.
Again, this has been the Parental Guidance Podcast with Jason Brock and Jeremy McCarthy.
This is
As
true.
always, I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Jason. We got you back.
All right, bye.
Bye again, live stream. We'll see you in, I don't know, like an hour or so with another one.